NASA is building a moon base that will span hundreds of square miles. NASA just made a ton of announcements. Therefore, I'm going to break up this video in two parts. This is part one. So they're building the moon base in phases. Phase 1 is going to build, test, learn, and it's already started with Artemis 1 and 2. It will include 25 launches, 21 landings, and deliver 4 metric tons of cargo. Phase 2 is building an early infrastructure from 2029 to 2032. It will have 27 launches, 24 landings, and deliver 60 metric tons of cargo to the surface. Then we have Phase 3, where there will be a sustained human presence on the moon. Humans will be constantly living there, like a base in Antarctica. This phase will include 29 launches, 28 landings, and deliver 150 metric tons, and that happens from 2032 and beyond. We are in Phase 1, so let's talk about the 3 missions that will launch before the end of this year. First, they announced the lander that will be delivering all the lunar terrain vehicles to the South Pole region of the moon. That lander is Blue Origin's Blue Moon Mark 1, which is an uncrewed lander that will deliver the LTVs or lunar terrain vehicles to the surface. This Mark 1 version is not their lander that will be crewed and potentially carry astronauts to the moon. That's Mark 2. Mark 1 is like a supply truck. Now, Mark 1's first mission is called Moon Base 1 and is targeted for launch no earlier than fall of this year. It will deliver a whole bunch of experiments to help understand landing techniques as well as where to land for future missions. The next mission is Moon Base 2, which has a lander and a rover. Astrobiotics' Griffin lander will deliver over 1,100 pounds of cargo, and Astrolab's Flip rover, which is a little baby rover that is going to test the technology for their bigger Flex vehicle, which could be a future giant workhorse rover on the moon. Then there is Moon Base 3, where Intuitive Machines' lunar lander will deploy a small rover built by Lunar Outposts and led by APL called Lunar Vertex. It is going to a very strange place on the moon where there are these like bright swirls sitting on top of what scientists think are a localized magnetic field. The rover will drive across these areas and measure the magnetic fields to study what the heck is going on. Why are they doing that? Well, I'm assuming because if you're about to send astronauts to live on the moon, you need to understand the strange surface anomalies. And I think these magnetic pockets might offer natural shielding. But that's just me. That concludes part 1. Now, part 2 will cover the launches over the next couple years, which includes the vehicles astronauts will drive and moon drones.